Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm really glad you are here today. Take a moment to relax. Take a deep breath. And let's spend a little time learning something meaningful together. Today, we are going to talk about something very important. We are going to talk about the night habits of successful people. Many people like to talk about morning routines. You often hear about successful people waking up early. You hear about exercise in the morning. You hear about meditation and planning the day. These morning habits are powerful. But there is something many people forget. A successful morning often begins the night before. Yes, the night before. How you end your day can shape how you begin the next one. Think about your own evenings. What do you usually do before going to sleep? Do you watch videos for hours? Do you scroll through your phone? Do you go to sleep without thinking about your day? Many people end their day without intention. But successful people often treat their evenings differently. They understand something important. The night is not just the end of the day. The night is preparation for tomorrow. Successful people prepare their minds before sleep. They prepare their plans. They prepare their energy. They prepare their focus. This preparation does not need to be complicated. It often begins with something very simple. Reflection. Reflection means thinking about your day. What went well today? What could be better tomorrow? What did you learn today? These questions help successful people grow every day. Instead of rushing through life, they pause and reflect. Reflection turns experience into wisdom. One famous example of reflection is Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin believed strongly in daily reflection. Each night he asked himself a simple question. What good have I done today? This question helped him think about his actions. It helped him become more aware of how he lived his life. Over time, this habit helped him grow as a leader and thinker. Successful people understand that learning does not stop at night. In fact, the night can be a powerful time for learning. When the day becomes quiet, the mind can think more clearly. Another important night habit is reading. Many successful people enjoy reading before bed. Reading helps calm the mind. It also feeds the mind with new ideas. A well-known example is Bill Gates. Bill Gates is famous for his love of reading. Even with a busy schedule, he often reads at night. Books help him learn new ideas and explore different perspectives. He believes reading is one of the best ways to grow your knowledge. Instead of spending the night only on entertainment, successful people often spend time learning. Even a few pages can make a difference. Over time, small learning habits create powerful knowledge. Another important evening habit is planning tomorrow. Successful people often take a few minutes before sleep to think about the next day. They ask simple questions. What are the most important tasks tomorrow? What should I focus on? What do I want to achieve? These questions help create clarity. When you wake up with a clear plan, the morning feels easier. You do not waste energy deciding what to do. You already know where to begin. Many successful leaders use this habit. For example, Barack Obama often prepared for the next day in advance. Planning ahead helped him manage a very busy schedule. It allowed him to focus on important decisions. Preparation creates confidence. Preparation reduces stress. Preparation creates direction. Another important idea successful people understand is rest. Many people believe success means working all the time. But successful people understand something different. Rest is part of productivity. Rest allows the brain to recover. Rest restores energy. Rest improves focus. Without rest, it becomes difficult to think clearly. A strong tomorrow begins with a good night of sleep. Because of this, many successful people protect their sleep. They avoid too much screen time before bed. They create a calm evening environment. They give their minds time to slow down. A good night routine sends a signal to your brain. It says the day is ending. It says the body can relax. It says the mind can rest. And when the mind rests well, the next day begins with energy. So successful people do not only focus on how they start the day, they also care about how they end the day. They reflect on their actions. They learn new ideas. They prepare for tomorrow. And they protect their rest. These habits may seem simple, but simple habits repeated every evening can slowly transform your life. In the next part of this story, we will explore the most powerful night habits of successful people. And you may discover simple ideas that you can start using tonight. Now let's explore some of the most common night habits of successful people. These habits may look small, but small habits repeated every night can create powerful change. Successful people understand something important. The night is not just the end of the day. The night is preparation for tomorrow. The way you end your day often shapes the way you begin the next one. Let's begin with the first night habit. Successful people often take time to reflect on the day. Reflection means thinking about what happened during the day. They ask simple questions. What went well today? What did I learn today? What could I improve tomorrow? These questions help them grow every day. Instead of moving through life without thinking, they pause and reflect. Reflection turns experience into learning. Learning turns experience into growth. A famous example of this habit is Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin practiced self-reflection every evening. He believed that reflection helped him improve his character. Each night he reviewed his actions and his behavior. He asked himself if he lived according to his values. This habit helped him grow into a wiser and more thoughtful person. Successful people understand that progress often comes from reflection. When you reflect, you become more aware. When you become aware, you begin to improve. The second night habit is reading. Many successful people read before going to sleep. Reading helps calm the mind. It also fills the mind with new ideas. Instead of ending the day with endless scrolling on a phone, successful people often choose a book. A book can open new perspectives. A book can introduce new knowledge. A book can inspire new thinking. One well-known example is Bill Gates. Bill Gates is famous for reading many books every year. Even with a busy life, he continues this habit. Reading allows him to learn from experts and thinkers around the world. He once said that reading is one of the best ways to keep learning. Even a few pages before sleep can slowly build knowledge. Over time, this habit becomes powerful. A small amount of reading each night can turn into many books each year, and many books can transform the way a person thinks. The third night habit is planning tomorrow. Successful people often take a few minutes before bed to prepare for the next day. They review their goals. They think about their priorities. They ask a simple question: what are the most important things tomorrow? This simple habit creates clarity. When you wake up with a clear plan, your morning becomes easier. You do not waste time deciding what to do. You already know where to begin. This habit helps reduce stress. It also improves productivity. Many successful leaders use this approach. For example, Barack Obama often prepared his schedule in advance. Planning ahead helped him manage a very demanding job. Preparation allowed him to focus on the most important decisions. Preparation also created confidence. When you prepare, you feel more in control of your day. The fourth night habit is reducing screen time. In today's world, many people spend their evenings looking at screens, phones, tablets, computers, television. These devices can keep the brain active. They can make it harder to relax. They can make it harder to sleep. Successful people often limit their screen time before bed. Instead, they create a calm environment. They choose quiet activities, reading, thinking, light conversation. These activities allow the brain to slow down. A calm mind prepares the body for sleep. This leads to the fifth night habit. Protecting sleep. Sleep is not a luxury. Sleep is a necessity. Without good sleep, the brain cannot function well. Focus becomes weaker. Energy becomes lower. Creativity becomes limited. Successful people understand that sleep is part of performance. Athletes protect their sleep. Leaders protect their sleep. Creators protect their sleep. Because sleep restores the brain. Sleep restores the body. Sleep restores energy. A good night of sleep prepares the mind for a productive morning. Many experts also agree with this idea. For example, Arianna Huffington often speaks about the importance of sleep. She once experienced serious exhaustion from working too much. After that experience, she began promoting healthy sleep habits. She believes that sleep improves decision-making, creativity, and well-being. Her message is simple. Sleep is not wasted time. Sleep is an investment in tomorrow. When successful people end their day, they think about tomorrow. They reflect on today. They learn something new. They prepare their plans. They reduce distractions. And they protect their rest. Each habit may seem small, but together, these habits create a powerful evening routine. A strong evening creates a strong night. A strong night creates a strong morning. And strong mornings create productive days. Over time, these daily habits shape a successful life. In the final part of this story, we will talk about how you can build your own night routine and how small changes in the evening can slowly transform your life. Now we have explored several night habits of successful people. We talked about reflection. We talked about reading. We talked about planning tomorrow. We talked about reducing screen time. And we talked about protecting sleep. But now an important question remains. How can you build your own night routine? The truth is simple. You do not need a complicated routine. You do not need many hours. You only need a few meaningful habits. Successful people understand something very important. Small habits repeated every day can slowly transform your life, and the evening is a perfect time to begin. When the day becomes quiet, you have space to think. You have space to slow down. You have space to prepare for tomorrow. The first step in building a night routine is awareness. Before you change your habits, notice your current habits. How do you usually spend your evenings? Do you spend many hours on your phone? Do you go to sleep feeling stressed? Do you rush into bed without reflecting on the day? Many people finish the day without thinking about it. But successful people pause. They pause and reflect. Reflection helps you learn from your experiences. Every day teaches something. Sometimes the lesson is small. Sometimes the lesson is big. But when you reflect, you begin to see those lessons. You begin to understand yourself better. Over time, reflection creates wisdom. Another powerful step is gratitude. Gratitude means appreciating the good things in your life. Even on difficult days, there is always something to appreciate. Your health, your family, your opportunities, your progress. Gratitude changes the way you see the world. It shifts your focus from problems to possibilities. Many successful people practice gratitude every evening. For example, Oprah Winfrey often speaks about the power of gratitude. She has kept gratitude journals for many years. In these journals, she writes down things she appreciates. She believes gratitude creates a more positive and meaningful life. When you end the day with gratitude, your mind becomes calmer, your heart becomes lighter, and your sleep often becomes deeper. Another helpful habit is preparing your mind for rest. Many people try to sleep immediately after a busy day, but the mind needs time to slow down. A calm transition can help. You might read a few pages of a book. You might stretch your body gently. You might listen to calm music. These small actions tell your brain something important. They say the day is ending. They say it is time to relax. Over time, your brain begins to associate these actions with sleep. This makes falling asleep easier. A strong night routine also creates a strong morning. When you sleep well, your energy improves. Your focus becomes clearer. Your mood becomes more positive. Your productivity becomes stronger. In many ways, tomorrow begins tonight. Successful people understand this connection. They understand that preparation creates success. Preparation creates clarity. Preparation creates confidence. Another important idea successful people understand is balance. Success is not only about working harder. Success is also about recovering energy. Rest allows creativity to grow. Rest allows the mind to reset. Rest allows the body to heal. Without rest, even the most talented person becomes tired. But with rest, energy returns. Ideas return. Motivation returns. This is why successful people respect their evenings. They do not treat the night as wasted time. They treat it as preparation for tomorrow. Now imagine your evening tomorrow. Imagine finishing your day with calm reflection. Imagine writing down one lesson from the day. Imagine reading a few pages of a good book. Imagine planning your priorities for tomorrow. Imagine going to sleep with a peaceful mind. These small habits can change the quality of your life, not instantly, but gradually, day by day, night by night. Successful people are not successful because of one big moment. They are successful because of consistent habits. They repeat simple actions every day. They improve little by little. Over time, those small improvements become powerful results. Remember this important idea. The way you end your day shapes the way you begin the next one. And the way you begin your days shapes your life. So if you want a better tomorrow, start with a better night. Start small. Start simple. Choose one habit. Reflect for a few minutes. Write down something you learned. Plan one important task for tomorrow. Give your mind time to rest. These small steps can slowly create a new routine. And that new routine can slowly create a new future. Before we finish, remember this simple truth. Success is not built in one day. Success is built through many small days. And every successful day begins with preparation. Preparation in the evening. Preparation in the mind. Preparation in your habits. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I hope this story inspires you to create better night habits. Take care of yourself. Keep learning. Keep growing. And see you in the next story.